truth.
Teenagers as young as 12 years old are having sex. This is a very alarming statement. I am the mother of a daughter who will be 12 this month, and I was terrified by this fact. Up until this recent week, I was working on a totally different speech topic, but after recent events and reading some alarming statistics, I felt the strong need to shed light on this subject. The University of Texas School of Public Health conducted a study that showed by age 12, 12% of children have had sexual intercourse. Their study also showed that 7.9% were engaged in oral sex, 6.5% have had anal sex, and 4% have participated in all three acts. Not only are our children engaging in these acts, but they are also witnessing them firsthand. 1 in 5, or 20% of kids admit to having witnessed a sexual act at school. I myself find these numbers devastating. Fortunately, my present situation was not as severe, but after researching the subject, the realization that it could have been has hit me hard. I was shocked to know that these things are not only happening at a younger age than in my childhood, but they are happening right under our noses. One reason for this is the risk of being caught heightens the appeal. If you are like me, after the initial shock wears off, the first question you have is why are they engaging in this behavior? Some reasons are popularity, acceptance, and attention, which in my opinion, these all add up to peer pressure. A study performed by researchers at the University of Kentucky presented compelling evidence to support this opinion. During this study of 17 high schools in Kentucky and Ohio, they followed 950 students ranging from 9th to 11th grade. Their findings were that teens who have had intercourse think that their friends are even if they are not. Katrine Atwood, assistant professor at the Kentucky School of Health, states that you are 2.5 times more likely to have sexual intercourse by the 9th grade if you think your friends are, even if they are not. After saying all that, I wanted to end on a positive note. As with any problem, there are ways to prevent this from happening to one of your children. Prevention for young girls is especially important. A study published in Archives of Sexual Behavior by Harold Littenberg, Ph.D., gives a very good reason. Mr. Littenberg, a professor of psychology at the University of Vermont, states that the younger a girl is when she engages in sex, the higher the risk for suicide attempts, alcohol use, drug abuse, truancy, and pregnancy. Psychologist Pamela Varaday gives 5 tips for talking to your teen about sex. The first tip is to start early. Dr. Varaday says the earlier you start, the most informed your child will be, and the more secure they will be coming to you with questions. The next tip is to explain values and your views on sex. Third, teach your child about the emotional intimacy involved with sex, not just the physical aspects. Fourth, do not give your child a lecture. Give them the opportunity to participate in the conversation. The last tip is to relieve the pressure. That means try having the conversation while you and your child engage in another activity, such as shopping or tossing a football. This can help if your child is uncomfortable or has difficulty opening up. Teens are having sex as early as 12 years old. There are an alarming number of teens involved in this risky behavior, and a large number of teens who have witnessed these acts. The sad part is that they are too young and naive to comprehend the repercussions of such behavior. There is too much emphasis on popularity and negative attention between fellow peers, giving them the impression that these sexual acts are acceptable and are committed far more than in reality. The best way of prevention is for us, as parents, to give over our own embarrassment and talk openly with our children about this subject. If they don't learn the right things from us, they will learn the wrong things from others. We need to take back our children's innocence, and then hopefully when our children have children of their own, many years down the road, the statistical numbers will have dropped. Even if the numbers do not change, they will have the tools they learned from us to pass on to future generations.